We're
Come
gonna
on,
be
come on.
giving our official predictions right now. So with that being said, man,
Okay.
Gnome, June 22nd at the Gramercy Theater, back in New York. This will be a pay-per-view event. With the card that they have is they got main event Geechee Gotti versus T Rex.
T Rex.
They got Tay Rock versus Real Sick. They got Rum Nitty versus Jay the Nightwing. They got Fonz versus John the Don. They got Miss Hustle versus T Top, and then they got Chess versus Eunice. Man, from a 1 to 10 scale, what you think about this card?
It's 8.5. 8.5. Because you got a lot of bar fights on this card. I like the bar fights. Some battles I feel like could have been on a volume, such as Rock and Real Sick, Chess and Eunice. But I understand. I feel like the theme of this card is let's bring it back to bars and rapping. So I gotta respect it as that. But 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, for sure. What do you rate it?
I give it an 8 though, man. It's cool. Normally Gnome is known for, the big matchups, the mega fights, it's called Night of Main Events for a reason. Um, it's not the card I thought, it's not the card I envisioned, but there was some battles where it was like kind of predictable where I kind of knew where they were gonna go. So, some of it was very predictable. There were some things that couldn't happen, but I mean, it is what it is. I like it though. I think it's a good solid 8 for me. Um, I'm not just looking at the card. I'm not looking at the matchups. I'm just looking at the all the elements behind it. It's the URL at the end of the day. You're back in New York City. It's gonna be back on live on pay-per-view. It's gonna be at the Gramercy Theater. Um, and then I don't think no other leagues are having an event like that. And if they do, they would be stupid for doing that because ain't nobody gonna watch any other league outside of the URL, man.
Right, right, yeah. Not on that
So
day.
so I definitely give it an 8. All right.
So obviously, opening up the card, you're probably gonna have Chess versus Eunice.
Well, let's get to that, man. What's up? How you feeling? Chess and Eunice. Who you
I
got?
like again. I like the fact that this is kind of like Chess is saying, "I was the new young gunner at one point. I know your position, but I'm the big dog now." And I like Eunice. Eunice has a huge opportunity to seize a moment here, win, lose, or draw, and make himself a staple. Because let's say he does good and beats Chess. Do you think he's invited to next year's NOME? Does he has
Of,
a right to say,
of
"Yo, I
course.
want to be on the next NOME"? Right?
Of course.
Of course. So, however, I got Chess, bro. Chess. I think Chess just been here too many times. And yes, he had his slip ups. He done choked. He done messed up battle. He done threw up and all that. But one thing nobody ever questioned was his rapping ability and his pen and how much a beast he can be and how scary he can be. I think this is a different type of pressure on Eunice. Um, for Eunice to make his debut on NOME and beat Chess would be a huge accolade to add to his resume. But I got Chess 2-1.
Um, I don't think Eunice is gonna win a round in this battle, man.
Damn, around.
I'm not
Combo breaker.
I'm not
Damn.
sure if he's ready for this type of stage, man, because you're
Damn.
going against a different type of crowd. This is gonna be Eunice's toughest challenge, man, in New York City, where the crowd can go against you, man. Nobody cares about the Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z bars like that when you're in New York. They don't give a shit about that, man. They care about that real shit in New York, man. And that's what it kind of comes down to. What Chesses has, what people love so much about him is believability. Shout out to Hurricane Dude, man. She's the one that actually taught me that believability when it comes to battle rap. And Eunice don't have that. I'm sorry. He don't have
Damn.
believability. I don't
Not over
believe.
chess. No, definitely not over chess.
I do not believe him, man. I believe Chess. Chess is very believable. That's why they like.
Fact.
And
Fact.
people in New York City, they like that type of shit. And Eunice is going against a guy that raps that real shit about stuff that he's been through. And what is Eunice gonna say to freaking Chess, man? Are you serious? Chess flips? Is that what you're gonna do?
I think you underrating Eunice Pen right here. I don't think Eunice gonna go in
Yeah.
there with the
Well,
chess bar.
obviously not, because you picked him also. You picked Chess
No,
to
no,
win
no.
most.
I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying he gonna go in there and be whack. Because Eunice gonna go in there and
Uh,
say some of the craziest bars we've heard, and he's gonna shake the
I'm
building.
sorry. Look, man.
Eunice is gonna shake that building. I just feel like when you compare it to what Chess has been able to do already,
Yeah,
see this is what we're doing here is we're going off of maybe Eunice can
maybe.
acclimate to that level of pressure and put on a great show. Maybe not, but with Chess, it's like we've seen you do this time and time again. I'm not gonna question Chess. Yes, I got Chess 2-1. But I do think it's gonna be a. I don't think it's gonna be a 30. You call it. You saying it's gonna be a perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I don't
it
think it's
is.
gonna be a 30, bro.
It won't be a 30 if Chess slips up and chokes. It won't be a 30
That
with that.
then
If
if he
Chess
does
comes
that,
if Chess comes with all 3 rounds, I guarantee you he's gonna
oh word.
he's gonna win this battle very convincingly, man.
All right. Well, we both got Chess. I will see. I think. Yeah, I'm giving Eunice more credit than you are, but we'll see.
If it was a small room, I'll give Eunice a chance, but New York City, man, it's just too different for me, man.
Damn.
I'm like Caps, man. He don't believe in Eunice. I just
Word.
don't. I
Y'all
just
don't. Eunice, you hear this? Clip this, send this to Eunice. This is your opportunity to make believers out of the people who are doubting you. I've been noticed your skill. We all recognize your skill. I don't want to just take the credit, but the culture recognizes that Eunice is one of the newer stars or budding stars. He's potential have potential star power, but we don't question his pen. The man's pen is grade A. Does
look,
he have losses with that pen? I think so.
look, man.
I'm out here to call out what battles he lost, but
Look, people,
I think he
people,
he fired.
people in this culture, they want so much to get a repeat of Chess versus Easy the Block Captain, but obviously you ain't gonna get that, man. I'm
You
sorry,
don't
man.
know that.
Combo
You
breaker.
don't
Oh,
know that until the battle happened. What do you mean? This could be that. This
I'm
could
like,
be that. Because you know Eunice is not gonna mess up. So at this point, the pressure is on Chess to live up to what do what you supposed to do, Chess.
when it comes to on the big stage like this, Chess always comes through.
We
Anyways,
both
man.
got Chess. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to the next battle, man. Uh-oh. It is EFB time, man. Because we got Miss Hustle versus a guy that you faced last year in on NOME 14, and that is T-Top.
Yeah, again, man, I could be honest. I'm not really super excited about this battle because I don't really know what the storyline is there. I don't know what they got to say to each other. T Top obviously one of the best anglers in the world. Miss Hustle, super phenomenal with the punches, her energy, her performance, her endurance. She battled Hitman Holla for crying out loud. This woman has banged it out with the toughest men and women that this battle rap culture can offer. T Top is definitely a threat at any time, and T Top gets busy on these big stages with these big stage moments. I'll have to ride with EFB. I gotta ride with EFB this time, bro. And I I don't know. It's like he got a few things he can angle her about. and make jokes of, and but will that work if she's hitting him with a barrage of relentless punches? That's gonna make that crowd go crazy. Because she from New York too. Let's not forget she's at home pretty much. I got Hustle 2-1.
Yeah, I'm
Shout
taking.
out to my bro T Top though.
I think I got Hustle 2-1. I think this is gonna be a very close battle, though. I think it's gonna be closer than what most people think. I think it could go down to a preference battle, though. But I just like Miss Hustle, though. Miss Hustle, she hasn't lost in a while, man. And then just yeah, Miss Hustle, she has been on a roll, man, and it's tough to beat somebody at their home court, especially down in New York. And just hustle aggressiveness. She's don't she's there to kill you every single battle. She don't care who it is. She hits below the belt also. She don't care because if she's willing to do that to Geechee Gotti, just imagine what she's gonna do with T Top in this battle, though. And Hustle's been, push. She's been on her promo game also. So when if Hustle's on her promo game like this, she's probably done with her rounds, and that's scary. I got Hustle.
Yeah. She should be done. T Top running a tournament right now. I know he's very well aware that NOME is coming. NOME is
Yeah.
coming. So I know he in the gym, in the laboratory, putting these bars together for her. He's not really under immense pressure, but when you're trying to organize a tournament and you're keeping up with battlers and you're getting 1,000 phone calls every day on top of you trying to write and memorize your rounds for NOME. Meanwhile, Hustle, got into her little spat with Prestavia. Sometimes those little things can throw you off your square, but it's like when you got NOME, trust me, I had a lot of distractions when I had my first NOME with a real sick. I had a lot of personal real life distractions that kept me from being focused on the battle. And that's why I went in there and got beat up. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say all this whatever going on with the Prestavia stuff and campaigning for Wody, stay on your square, Miss Hustle. T Top, I know you got the tournament and all that, but stay locked in on your job. Stay focused. But yeah,
Okay. Let's go to the next battle. This is a grudge match, in my opinion. We got John the Don versus Fonz.
I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. This is good. This is good. Um, Fonz looking real boogeyman-ish. Fonz looking real scary, man, for real. If we being honest, uh, he's obviously one of the top punchers in the game right now. He's taking no prisoners. John, however, is no stranger to these big stage moments and has created a lot of memorable moments, namely the Jack Boy main battle. Uh, John has been in front of Hitman Holla on Summer Madness too when he was still a rookie. This ain't like he been doing this. He been around. He know how to win. I think one thing that's super underrated about John is his win ability. You're not going to compare his punches to Fonz's punches. It's not going to be the same. Yes, John can punch. Yes, he can scheme and angle and break people down. But I think this is a brains versus brawn type of battle where Fonz is like Mike Tyson. John got to be Floyd Mayweather and dodge these punches, weather the storm, and find a way to win on the scorecards and avoid being knocked out. Because I don't think he can knock Fonz out. Fonz can knock him out with that punching power. John is just so much of a tactician. He can find a way to win, and that's why it's tough for me, honestly, to call a winner. But my gut is saying go with Fonz, bro, because he's hungry, bro. He's hungry, and he's got a point to prove. You said
I'm
it's time to get
going.
these bets up out of here.
I'm going with John in this battle.
Oh,
Combo breaker.
When it comes to these big stages, man, John, he just give you these moments, man. When it comes to grudge matches, John, I mean, outside of the Sue Surf battle, like he always he don't lose. Um, and John, he'll find a way to grind it out and beat you. John just could beat you in so many different ways. Like he's very versatile as a battle rapper. I think the only thing that worries about me about it is he hasn't battled in a while.
that's what I was thinking. I
I
think
think
that
that's
inactivity could play a role.
yeah, I think that may hurt him. Fonz is fresh right now, but I just think with the veteran with John though, man, he just knows how the stage is. He knows how New York is. I think punching. I mean, John has stood in front of punchers. It's not like John hasn't stood in front of punchers. He has.
He beat Rum Nitty.
Yeah,
He
he's
beat Rum Nitty. People probably forgot about
he
that one.
beat Danny Myers. People forgot about that too.
Well, I actually 30 John in Vegas, and that's what got me to URL. So there's that. If you're gonna tell the
Anyway,
story, tell it right.
no, I just want to get a reaction from you. Don't put an ultra combo on me.
Yeah, man. Shout out
um,
to John. But yeah,
no, but
so
I
this is
got
the
John.
first battle. This is the first battle where we had opposing picks. So it'll be interesting. But it also goes to show you how good of a battle this is.
Right.
Because we both picked Miss Hustle and we both picked Chess. But when it came to this battle, this is the first battle where we had opposite picks, right? But that's because both men could win this battle.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying
Either one of
I
them
think
could win
Fonz.
it.
I
This
think
could
Fonz
be
can win
battle
it.
of the night for real. If you being, I don't know.
All right, let's move on over to our next battle, man. We got Jay the Nightwing versus Rum Nitty. Oh
Okay, let me
man.
take back my battle tonight. Let me take back my battle tonight statement I just said. Rum Nitty versus Jada Nightwing is probably the one they want to see, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think not no shade to the main event, but I think this one is more anticipated, and it's because both men have been on a Cody run, and both men have been going crazy. They last few battles. Wow. I hate this. I don't hate to say it, and I'm not team EFB. I'm just gonna be EFB. But Rum Nitty is in a different bag right now, and his style has already been NOME and Summer Madness tested and proven to work. And he adjusted his style a few years back to where he's just not so rapid punch. He's setting up the haymaker and creating these big moments. Jay's style, which is more of a slow roll, he's walking you down the whole battle with some crazy punches in between. I just don't think the pacing of Jay's style will work on this big stage versus Rum Nitty, who's obviously one of the best battle rappers in the world today. I
Um
got Nitty. I got Nitty 2-1, but it could be a perfect to be
I
real.
I got Rum Nitty clear in this battle. Jay the Nightwing will win the round.
Damn.
He will win the round, but he won't
Jay won't. You said Jay won't win a round.
he will win the round, but I got
Oh,
Nitty
he will
clear
win a
2-1.
round.
This won't be debatable or anything like this. This won't be a preference battle. I just think that Nitty's gonna win this very clear. Like I said earlier, Jay the Nightwing, he different type of style. Um, this is a big stage. It's on New York City, man, and his his voice projection is very low, man. He's not the aggressive type of battle rapper that'll get in your face. He's like, you gotta really hear him and listen to him, especially like in a small room. It just makes more sense for me. So I'm actually surprised. Like, i'm not I'm not looking forward to this battle.
What?
I
Wait, wait,
already
wait, 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 wait. You saying you were not looking forward to Jay and Nitty?
Yeah, because I already know Nitty's gonna beat him very clearly, man.
Jay, hey, clip that sitting at the Jay, man. He probably need to hear that. He probably needed to hear that this
It's just
last
I just
preparation week coming up, man. This might be the motivation he
in
did
a
it.
stage like this, like he Jay the Nightwing is not like a loud person though, man. Like his voice.
He don't gotta be. He got an aura and a presence. Like you don't gotta rap loud like Danny Myers to get your point across. Goods don't rap all that loud. Goods be in there talking to niggas. Goods be just talking. You feel
Yeah,
me? So and that's a lot of times it's who they compare Jay to. They compare him to Goods a lot of times. So I'm
uh,
just saying, Goods has done well on these
well, he's
gnomes.
definitely ain't no goods because he don't have any swag.
It
To
don't
come
need no damn. Listen, Jay'll come in
he
there with a
just
white t-shirt, some black jeans on, a pair of Jordans, and talk his shit, and they gonna fuck with him because
look at
they
this.
know that's what to expect from Jay.
Hold on, look at this. I'm gonna make this very clear. Jay the Nightwing is ain't on no damn champion of the year run. He is not in my top five.
So you didn't see him versus Ill Will.
He lost.
You
He
didn't.
got 30th in that battle, man. What you mean? He lost to Tay Rock, man. He
Oh,
lost 2-1 to Tay Rock in that battle.
shit. Okay, I'm not gonna fight you. He did lose the will. I
And
ain't
Tay
seen him.
Rock.
I haven't seen. I didn't see him in Rock yet. So
And
I
he
I,
lost
I
that
don't know.
very clear. The only
But
battle that
he's been involved with good battles though. All the battles been good regardless, and
no, it
this
don't
one will
matter.
be no different.
It doesn't matter if you lose battles
If you're
though.
losing the battles,
You losing the big battles though, man. You losing the big battles. It's not like it's not like you're not even making it debatable. You're losing
look at the people
bad.
he's losing to. If you say
Oh,
listen, if you say he lost to Ill Will and Tay Rock, it's
oh,
like
really?
no. If you hold on now I gotta sit up. God damn it! If you're losing to the top two of the top people in the world, that's not a knock on your name. It's not a knock on your skill. They just had the better night that night,
I
right?
can't
And
give you I can't give you credit for losing.
I'm not saying you got to give somebody credit because they lost, but what you do got to give credit is it's him who made that person go crazy like that. Think about Ill Will, right? Ill Will Ill Will can be hit or miss sometimes, but he's always been in a boogeyman category. Like when Ill Will is on his game, he's one of the best in the world, easily. Now, yes, there are battles where he's lackadaisical. He didn't really take it that serious, and he's fumbling around, just like with the easy to block captain battle. He messed that up. But Jay puts a certain fear into niggas, bro. Jay put a fear into niggas, bro. Listen, when I choke verse real sick, and I messed up my whole NOME and messed up my champion of the year run. My very next battle was Jay the Nightwing in Seattle. That do you know the pressure on me? I was like, dog, I gotta not only make up for what I just did on NOME with real sick, but I gotta fight a monster in his house, in his cave. And it made me go crazy. I just say that you gotta credit Jay because Jay's gonna bring the best out of his opponents. So you don't have to credit the loss, but you gotta credit the respect that he demands out of his opponents.
Yeah, man. His most competitive battle that he had was against Sheet Happens. Yeah. And speaking
Shit,
of
Jay.
speaking of Jay the Nightwing, Jay the Nightwing, just because I watch battle rap and I'm a historian when it comes to this, Jay the Nightwing is currently 0-3 against EFB members. He lost to
Hey,
Av. He lost to Danny. He lost to Av. He lost to Danny Myers. He lost to Geechee Gotti. And would you think that he has a chance against Rum freaking Nitty? I don't
well,
think so.
I didn't say he had a chance versus Nitty. I just said I had Nitty winning this battle, and
Of course you do, man.
look,
Duh. That's a smart pick. That's a
but
smart
at the
pick.
same time, EFB is the best team in the world. Like he's battling the best niggas in the world, bro. Jay ain't the best battle rapper in the world. Is he one of the best? Yes. Is he getting better and better? Yes. Is he well respected by the best niggas in the world? Yes.
Come on, man. He had a
So if he lose the
come on,
EFB,
bruh. He
everybody
had
else lose the EFB
dude,
too.
dude, he had a debatable against Sheet Happens. Didn't you 30 Sheet Happens? How about that?
I can't compare everybody to me, dog. I'm
Bar
bar guy.
God. Woo.
Godlike.
Bar God. You funny as hell, man. Anyway, and listen, people, Jada Nightwing versus Rum Nitty gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. And if Jay pulls off the upset, because it would be an upset, we gonna come back on here and we gonna say that. We gonna keep it real. We're gonna bring matter of fact, we gonna try to get Jay on. I'm gonna try to interview Jay. We'll get Rum Nitty and Jay on the show and let them promote. Like, let's get some of the known battlers on here to talk they shit. So
Right.
what's the next battle?
Co-main event, man. Tay Rock versus Real Sick.
That might be your battle tonight.
You said a lot of battles. That's
I know, but look, because when you look at the potential of a John and the Fonz with the strategy versus brute force, and then you look at Jay's super critical thinking and very slick, very subtle pen versus Nitty's cinematic haymakers. Those two opposites create a scenario where there can be a battle tonight. But when you go to straight action and fireworks, look at what Rock been doing since last year. He won the champion of the year. He ain't missed a step this year. And look at Real Sick has went into boogeyman category. And you look at what Real Sick did versus Ill Mac. And one of Real Sick's best performances ever. Like, Real Sick ain't lost no battles. Let's go there. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
He ain't been losing. So why does this create a battle tonight scenario? It's because you got two of the current best battlers in the world facing off against one another on NOME. This is Rock's 12th, 13th, 14th appearance on NOME. Like, he's got a record, right? Him and Geechee are like, they sharing records with this shit, right? And then you got Real Sick, who a lot of people feel is currently the best in the world right now. Does Real Sick did Real Sick learn from that K-Shine battle? He learned a lot. Did he learn from that Pat Stay battle? Rest in peace, Pat Stay. Yes, he learned a lot, and he has been applying what he's learned. He was a beast before those battles. He was a beast in those battles. Even the battles, I feel like he barely lost to Twerk. You know what I'm saying? Twerk edged him out. You know what I'm saying? Real Sick ain't losing. So you fast forward and look at what he's been doing. I don't know if Tay Rock can win this battle, bro. Tay Rock at home. He gonna give you what I feel like Tay Rock finna give you a seatbelt moment. I feel like he finna give you a seatbelt moment. But I think overall, in the grand scheme of things, Real Sick is probably gonna win this battle with the heavier bars and these are two elite rappers, too, by the way. These are two of the best rappers in battle rap.
I like this matchup, man.
Who you got? Because I got Real Sick. I think I'm going Real Sick, bro. I can't even lie.
You got the
Sick
champion.
2-1.
You got the champion of the year, man. You got the guy that's just gives you moments. Man, this guy, this is the gun bar king, man. And then the other side, you got freaking real sick who hasn't lost a battle probably since the K Shine battle. You look at his last two opponents, what he did to Ilmac. He had a crazy one against Rum Nitty, which was his last URL battle. Um, I gotta I gotta go with Tay Rock, man. I'm taking
Wow.
Tay Rock in this battle, man.
Yikes.
Tay
That's
Rock is
suicide. You've seen him.
that.
You know how strong he is.
I don't care how strong he is. That's freaking Tay Rock at the end of the day, man.
Yikes. Man, look, bro. Look, you know what? You can't be wrong with either pick. I'm gonna just start there. You can't be wrong with either pick. But the way I think Real Sick is an avalanche right now. I think he's an avalanche, and Tay Rock is a professional skier who's trying to navigate the avalanche, right? Like Tay Rock, he can weather any storm. He's been through it all. He's seen it all. He's done it all. It's not like he's the one giving the shot here. He don't need like Tay Rock don't need to win. Let's be honest. Tay Rock don't even need to win. He got the belt. He's got the accolades. He's got all the NOME awards. He's had a magnificent decorated career. He's the one giving the shot here. If Real Sick wins this battle, it don't hurt Tay Rock. It don't hurt him at all. If he beats Real Sick, I think it further validates that after all this time, Tay Rock is still a monster, which he's been proving and showing every battle. He's never let up. I haven't never really seen Tay Rock in a lack battle. Even the ones he lost, he didn't lack. Like he wasn't playing with niggas. Like that's why he's one of the greatest to ever did this. Period.
Yeah, man. If Real Sick wins this battle, man, I'm putting him in the champion of the year conversation because you doing this on this type of stage, and especially what you did to Ilmac. I gotta put him in there,
but you
man.
got but you got Tay Rock though.
Yeah, I got Rock. I think Rock is
2-1.
gonna. Yeah, Rock always give you those moments, though, man. That's
I
what
don't
I
think
like about.
I don't think the moment gonna beat the overall grand scheme of things.
Yeah, well, stop the AMG flow.
You don't think Real Sick can do AMG flow?
I think the
Real
Rock's
Sick
a.
might debut a new style of rap
I think
versus Tay Rock.
Rock's AMG flow. The crowd will gravitate to it more.
That's true. That is true.
I think
That
I
is
think
true.
I think the Rock's gonna win the crowd over though, man. Like
It's
Rock,
his crowd. What do you mean win the crowd over? He don't gotta win the crowd over.
not from New
This is
York.
but Rock being on Summer Madness and being on NOME and all them times that was in New York and those big moments in New York, Rock was there. Real Sick wasn't even around. Rock been doing this in New York. In fact, when has Rock had a home game in B-more? He don't even get a home game in Baltimore. This is New York is his home game.
Yeah, when is Tay Rock gonna get a home game?
That's whack
crazy.
too. That's whack if he never get a home game. URL, y'all need to for his last battle, URL, y'all need to throw an event in Baltimore just for Tay Rock, bro.
Yeah,
Just one, even if y'all go there one time, man. Come on, man. Stop playing with Rock. But
right. Well,
I got Real Sick.
All right, and I got Rock 2-1. I think it'll be a close battle though. I think it's gonna be very debatable. It's tough to pick.
This battle of the night to me.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the main event, man. We got Geechee Gotti versus T Rex.
Yikes! Let's go, man.
My God.
Yo, shout out to Gotti.
Hey,
shout
man.
out to Rex. Both of my homies, man.
When I tell people the main event for NOME is Geechee Gotti and T Rex, I think people will brush it up and be like, okay, that's all right. But if you really think about it, just think about this though, man. You got Geechee Gotti versus T Rex Gnome 15 in New York City, man. New
Yikes!
York City. That's what we did. That's where we're at. That's why I think this main event is really huge right now. Just think about it. Geechee Gotti versus T Rex in New York City. Geechee Gotti wants his get back from what
He won
happened
his
with
leg back from that Mook battle.
yeah. And
Hell yeah.
these dudes talk grimy to each other. They talk disrespectful. The drug talk, the struggle talk,
The
the
street
real
talk,
life bars,
gang
all
bang,
of that.
the gang talk.
Oh yeah, Geechee could punch also. So and
Rex been in his bag. Rex been back in his bag too, and he definitely gonna be in his bag for this one.
this is crazy, man.
When
This is
when he walk out there and say grown man bars. So when he say that in New York, nigga, do you feel you're gonna be able to feel the energy, even if you just watching that shit on pay per view. When he walk in there and say grown man bars, something he got to deal with. No matter all them fabricated lines he just said, it ain't gonna equal up to this, and the whole crowd just be like real shit. Once Rex start getting into that Rex bag,
and
damn.
then when Geechee Gotti goes and says, "We got Geechee Gotti
versus what he gonna say?
What do you think he's gonna say?
I don't think he gonna start it off with nigga use a bitch. I don't think he gonna do that. Got Geechee Gotti versus nigga. I wish you would take 12K from me, bitch. And they're probably like, yo, Geechee. Don DeMarco. Yo, if Geechee start out like that, bro, it might be a long night for Rex, bro. But I do see both men coming in there taking the battle serious. I don't see neither one trying to just get a check and be like, okay, we up out of here. Like, I really see them trying to say some shit. Like you said, Geechee want his get back. I'm pretty sure Mook should be behind T-Rex at this battle. I feel like it would just not be complete if Mook not on the stage. Wow, you know what I'm saying? And it would be dope to see Lux there too. Like Lux there, the whole Harlem out there supporting Rex, and Geechee bring out his niggas. I don't know, man. The aesthetic of that battle is going to be very interesting. I definitely want to see how this pans out. But they both talking the same type of shit. But Geechee punch better and have haymaker moments and have disrespectful bars. Fuck. But Rex been in his bag lately. I just be feeling like Rex give you those moments per round like he did versus Big K. It's a shame that Rex and Bad News never dropped, because Rex was Rex versus Bad News in the John Cassidy event, and that battle ain't came out. That's whack, bro. But Rex been going crazy. I don't think he gonna have enough. That's my honest opinion. I feel like it's gonna be a fire battle. I feel like Geechee's is gonna have a little bit more, at least 2 out of the 3 rounds. Yeah, Geechee's gonna have more punches, and that's why I got Gotti to 1.
I got Geechee in this battle though. I got Geechee in this battle. I just think that him looking to get revenge. I'm pretty sure he don't want it to happen twice, losing to a Dot Mob member. So I'm pretty sure Geechee is gonna try to enjoy that as much as possible. And New York loves Geechee, so but I think the crowd is gonna be rocking with Rex. If I would be careful if I'm Geechee, because I won't be surprised if T-Rex tries to do the same thing that Mook did to Geechee and kind of feed.
You say like pander to the crowd. Yeah, that's not gonna work twice, bro.
But at the end of the day, though, like T-Rex is not Murder Mook though. T-Rex just don't have that aura. Mook
Right,
has
right,
though.
right, right,
Like,
right.
yeah. So I
Only Mook could have did that. That's why I'm saying like it's not going to work. It wouldn't work again, even if Rex tried it and pander to
they're
the
gonna
New
go
York City
crazy for
crowd
him
and have
though.
some references. You'll definitely get a reaction out of the New York crowd, but I don't think it's going to be as effective as the way. And I don't even think that's the route Rex should go anyway. I feel like we just want to hear some street talk.
Yeah, I think Geechee. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a good battle though. But I got Geechee in this battle though. I just trust.
Geechee got 3 belts for a reason, bro. He's
Yeah,
battled.
I just trust Geechee more in these big battles. Big battles, man. Geechee's like over 500, man. So I like Geechee in this battle. And you know me, I normally don't pick against Geechee Gotti in battles, and
You
here
shouldn't.
we are.
You shouldn't. Battle of the night. What's battle of the night for you?
Real Sick and Tay Rock.
Yeah, without a doubt. There's no. We ain't even have to think about that one. Who is performer of the night?
Performance of the night. Well, I got it in the 30, and I'm going with Chess.
What? You really, boy? You got a lot of faith in Chess to go crazy, and I do got Chess winning the battle, but performer of the night over somebody like Miss Hustle, over somebody like Real Sick or Tay Rock, right? Out of those 3 names, for me, those are performer of the night, and I'm kind of leaning toward Real Sick. It's between Real Sick and Miss Hustle, but I wouldn't say
I, I
Chess.
I think Chess is gonna set the tone because a lot of have
Set the tone.
yeah a lot has been said about Chess though, and I think he's gonna want to show people that like he's still one of them.
It's time for me. I'm back, bitch. Oh, come on, man. Chess finna go crazy, man. Is that the card? Did we miss a battle?
Nope, that's a card. So make
Okay.
sure you get your pay
Y'all
per
get y'all,
view.
y'all get y'all pay-per-view. I want to say Real Sick. And my second place is gonna be Miss Hustle, performer of the night, but I'm going Real Sick, man. Got Real
Okay,
Sick.
all right. We're gonna end off